So, with the handsome teacher, Vinay Shankar Soni, let's start the class. Right, guys? Okay. Any of my students is as handsome as me? Anybody here? Nah? I think there are some people. For example, Afia is as handsome as I am. Huh? Mahapara is as handsome as I am. The guys are not. The girls are. Okay. With the joke, let's begin the class. Okay. So, people, what are we going to do today? We were listening to the three characters. Yes, we were listening to the three characters, and we are going to continue with it. Okay, please come in. Unit 4. We are doing Unit 4. Oh, yes. So, yesterday we listened to Gabriel, and we were listening to Kelly, who said, I have my own house for the first time. Okay, so let's continue. I have my own house for the first time. Please come in. Okay, find some chairs for yourselves. One can sit on this one can sit on this here. Yes. Please come in. Why don't you get in? Why don't you get in? You get in there. All right. Yeah. Make sure that the class looks organized, okay? Uh, the first row, please move forward a little bit. Move forward a little bit. Little more. Yes. Yes. Okay. There are 7 people in the first row. I wanted an even number, actually, I wanted an even number in the first row so that, okay, fine. Let's continue anyways. So I'm going to play the audio. Yes.
Unit 4, Exercise 7, Parts 1 and 2.
Gabrielle, from the south of France.
I live with my son and my grandson. We live in a small village called Tarascon near Avignon in the south of France. The house is very old and very big. We only live in part of it. There are 6 bedrooms, but we only use 3 of them. Most of the time we live in the kitchen. It's a big kitchen. We eat and watch TV in there. We don't use the living room very much. That's big too. My son, Christophe, is a builder. He's divorced.
He is? The spelling? D-I-V-O-R-C-E-D. Divorced. Just like some people are married, some people are divorced. Like you guys are divorced? No? Okay. Fine. Some people are married, some people are divorced, and some people are neither. You guys are neither. Okay.
My grandson Laurent is only 9.
Her grandson is only 9 years old.
He goes to school in the village.
He goes to school in the
Kelly,
village.
from Perth, Australia.
I'm very excited because I have my own house for the first time.
I'm very excited because I have my own house for the first time. Okay. I am very excited because I have my own house for the first time. Okay. I'm very excited. What's going on? Was somebody playing a video or something? Sadakat, you're playing a video in the class. Sadakat. Sadakat. What's going on? Sadakat. Talk to me, Sadakat. Ah, I didn't want to play it. It just happened accidentally. Right? Happens sometimes. Yeah, worse accidents happen. इससे भी बुरी चीजें होती हैं. Okay? Accidentally. उसके बाद आप मुंह दिखाने लायक नहीं रहते. Yep. Okay. But आप दिखा सकते हो. Yeah. Good. All right. Let's see. I have my own house for the first time. Yeah. तो जब निकिता की शादी हुई तो उन्होंने क्या कहा? I'm very excited because I have my own husband for the first time. Okay.
It's a bungalow.
It's a bungalow. It's a bungalow. My new house is a okay. Houses are of different kinds. In English, there are lots of names for house, lots of words. Flat, bungalow. Say again. It's not an English word, is it? We have more. Go ahead. Of course, house is there, and then palace is also a type of house. Villa, okay. Castle is also a type of house, okay, but from the old times, okay. And there are more actually. So she lives in a bungalow. Her new house is a, so instead of saying my new house is a bungalow, my new house इसको एक pronoun से replace कर दिया. कौन सा pronoun? It. एक ही तो pronoun है जो चीजों के लिए यूज होता है, सिंगुलर चीज के लिए. वो कौन सा है? It है वो pronoun. तो एक्चुअली बचपन में इट मतलब यह बोल के आपके दिमाग को हिस्सा जकड़ा है कि अभी भी आप समझ नहीं पाते हो. इट किसी भी चीज के बार बार यूज होने की जगह, नाम की जगह उसको आप बोलते हो. तो उसने कहा इट्स अ बंगलो, मींस शी इज सेइंग माय न्यू हाउस इज अ बंगलो.
And it's very new and modern.
And it's very new and modern. Again, she says it's very new. Means what? My new house is very new and modern.
I have 3 bedrooms,
She has 3 bedrooms,
a big living room, and kitchen, and a small garden. I love it. I love cooking in my kitchen.
These are easy sentences. You just say them and you understand them, right? I love cooking in my,
For my friends.
for my friends. I love cooking in my kitchen for my friends. Okay.
It's in a part of Perth called Greenwood.
थोड़ा मुश्किल लगा. It's in a part of Perth called Greenwood. It means again my new house, my bungalow. Okay. My bungalow is in a part of Perth called Greenwood. भराव पे बोल दे, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. My house is in a part of Perth called Greenwood. Greenwood को आप जैसे बोलते हो वो मायने नहीं रखता है, इसमें कॉल पे ध्यान दीजिएगा. My house is in a part of Perth called Greenwood. Please come in, girls, come in. And we need some chairs for the little angels here. I've got 1 chair. No, I've got 2 actually. Come here, beta. Come here. Sit. Yes, I was saying, I was saying that my house is in a part of Perth called Greenwood. This is what she said. My house is in a part of Perth called Greenwood. I'll replay that sentence.
I love it. I love cooking in my kitchen for my friends. It's in a part of Perth called Greenwood.
It's in a part of Perth called Greenwood. Perth is a city, I think. Okay. So a city has a lot of neighborhoods. For example, Mumbai is a city. So somebody lives in Mumbai. But where in Mumbai? Where exactly in Mumbai? They live in maybe Juhu, maybe they live in Andheri, maybe they live in Lonavala, maybe they live in XYZ place. There are different neighborhoods in Mumbai. So how will somebody say this to somebody else? That I live in a part of Mumbai called Lonavala. I live in a part of Mumbai called Juhu. Got it? You live in Bihar Sharif? You live in a part of Bihar Sharif called ABC, XYZ. Come on. Go ahead. I live in a part of Bihar Sharif called, okay, easy? All right. She lives in a part of Bihar, Perth called Greenwood. The area where she lives is Greenwood. Okay.
Not too far from the city centre.
Not too far from the city center. Not too far from the city center. Okay. It is not very far from the city center. Okay.
I work in a bank right in the centre.
I work in a bank right in the center. I work in a bank right in the I work in a bank right in the center. I work in a bank right in the center. Yes, Mapara. Share your doubt. So you are talking to her. Not related to learn the lesson. Ah, okay. So I am married. I am married. So married is a verb or noun or an adjective. What do you think? एक word. Married नाम है. Married नाम है. तो it's not a noun. अब सोचते हैं कुछ और. I am married. Married word I के बारे में कुछ बताया? जो भी वर्ड नाउन के बारे में प्रोनाउन के बारे में कुछ बताए वो क्या होता है? एडजेक्टिव. तो मैरिड क्या है? आई एम मैरिड. अरहम इज नॉट. राइट. अरहम इज नॉट मैरिड. ओके. सो आई एम रिच. अरहम इज नॉट रिच. तो एडजेक्टिव हुआ ना. वैसे आई एम मैरिड. अरहम इज नॉट मैरिड. मैरिड इज एन एडजेक्टिव. तो वैसे आप सोच लो. डिवोर्स्ड. डिवोर्स्ड इज ऑल्सो एन एडजेक्टिव. राइट. I am divorced. XYZ is divorced. You are divorced. Okay. Hrithik Roshan is divorced. Okay. Right. Anybody? Confusions? Let's move on.
And I go to work not too far from the city centre.
Not too far from the city center. This place where she lives is not too far from the city center.
I work in a bank right.
She works in a bank right in the center. She works in a bank right in the center.
In the centre, and I go to work by train.
And she goes to work by train. She goes to work by train.
I live alone. Well, that's not quite true.
I live alone. Well, that's not quite true. Well, that's not quite true. Well, that's not quite true. That's not quite true. First she says, I live alone. And then she says, well, that's not quite true. हम अकेले रहते हैं, लेकिन ये पूरी तरह से सच नहीं है. That's not quite true. Quite here means completely. Here quite means completely. That's not completely true. That's not quite true. Spelling of quite. T-E, quite. That's not quite true. That's not completely true. That's not quite true means that's not completely true. First she says, well, I live alone. And then she says, well, that's not quite true. Why?
I live with my cat, Ozzy.
Oh, okay. Because she lives with her cat, Ozzy. All right. She lives with her cat, Ozzy. Now, normally what happens when you live with a person, then you say, I live with somebody. When you don't live with anybody, you say, I live alone. So she said she lives alone. But then she thought, but I have a cat. So she said, well, that's not quite true. Means I don't live alone. I live with a dog. Sorry, cat called Ozzy. The name of the cat is?
I work in a bank right in the centre, and I go to work by train. I live alone. Well, that's not quite true.
I live alone. And then, well, that's not quite true.
I live with my cat, Ozzy.
I live with my cat, Ozzy.
He's my best friend.
He is. लड़कों क्या होगा तुम्हारा? मेरा तो जो होना तो हो गया बेटा. But तुम्हारा क्या होगा? Think about it. There is a girl, Miranda Hart. She says, I'm happy on my own. Right? She doesn't want to be married. There is a girl called Kelly. You know, she thinks her cat is her best friend. तुम्हारा क्या होगा भाई? अपना बिहेवियर सही करो दोस्तों. ठीक है. और क्या बोल सकते हैं? नहीं तो ऐसे ही कुत्ते बिल्लियों से रिप्लेस कर दिए जाओगे तुम लोग. Yeah, seriously. Boys, are you concerned? Are you worried? टेंशन हो रहा है? हाँ, बेवकूफों को नहीं होता जब तक मुसीबत सामने ना आ जाए. You know? Okay. You know, often they ask a question in interviews. You are in a jungle. Would you like a man around you or a bear? Who would you prefer? A lot of girls say a bear. That's an insult. Okay. They think men are more dangerous than bears.
Nagendra and Anita.
Now let's listen to the Indian couple.
From Delhi, India.
They are from Delhi, India.
We live in a small flat with our daughters Alicia,
We live in a small flat with our daughter Alicia.
she's 13,
She's 13.
and Shristi, she's 15.
And Shrishti, she's 15. Okay. Like your papa has two daughters, this man also has two daughters. Alicia is 13 and Shrishti is 15. Okay. Maybe a few years later, your papa will say in my audio, I live in Patna with my two daughters, Ayat, who is 15, and Inaya, who is 13. You guys are 2 years apart, right? You are 2 years apart. They are 2 years apart. That's a nice sentence, isn't it? They are 2 years apart. दोनों में 2 साल का फर्क है, right? Okay.
The flat isn't in the center of Delhi.
The flat isn't in the center of Delhi. The flat isn't in the center of Delhi. The flat isn't in the center of Delhi. वो दो, they are 2 years apart. And you two? And you two? You two are 4 years apart, 3 years apart, 1 year apart? Only 1 year apart. Okay, fine. And you, Shlok, and your brother, Sachit? You are 5 years apart. Okay. Very good. How easy now? It was an easy sentence. We are 2 years apart. Okay. Means the gap between their ages is 2 years. Okay. और एक लड़का एक लड़की गाने में गाते हैं, We are oceans apart. We are oceans apart. अब वो क्या बोल रहे हैं? We are oceans apart. मतलब बताओ दो भाई. अंदाजा ये प्रॉब्लम कहाँ आती है कि तुम्हें वोकैबुलरी नहीं सिखाना पड़ता है, तुम्हें लैंग्वेज सिखाना पड़ता है. भाई जब मैंने बताया दे आर 2 years apart, दे आर 1 year apart, और एक गाने में एक लड़का एक लड़की गा रहे हैं वी आर ओशंस अपार्ट, तो क्या बोल रहे हैं वो? जोर से बोलो, समझ में आना चाहिए मुझे. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि दोनों दुनिया के दो अलग अलग कोने में है। एक इंडिया में तो एक अमेरिका में है, एक इंग्लैंड में है, एक ऑस्ट्रेलिया में है। बात समझ में आई? वी आर ओशंस अपार्ट। यही है इमेजिनेशन। तो ये तुम्हें कैरी करना पड़ेगा भाई। अगर मैं ये बताता हूँ दे आर 2 years अपार्ट, मान लो कहीं और तुमने ये लाइन पढ़ लिया वी आर ओशंस अपार्ट, ओके, तो तुम्हें समझना होगा दैट दे आर वेरी फार अवे फ्रॉम ईच अदर। ओके, ये तुम्हारा इमेजिनेशन काम करना चाहिए, क्योंकि कोई नया वर्ड तो है नहीं सिखाने के लिए। अब वहां पे अपार्ट भी है, ओशन भी है, मीनिंग भी वही है, about the difference, about the distance. Now, some people, suppose I say, I and my wife are worlds apart, poles apart. I and my wife are poles apart. गौर से सुनना. You know, we live in the same house. Of course, we are still married. Okay, yeah, somehow. Okay, and I said we are poles apart. Tab we are poles apart. Poles, you know, poles, North Pole and South Pole. We are poles apart. मतलब एक नॉर्थ पोल है तो दूसरा, मतलब we are not similar, right? Yes. A son can say, I and my father are poles apart. It means what? Physically away from each other or different personalities? Like Sajid and his dad are poles apart. Right, Sajid? Okay. All right, let's continue. But there must be some big similarities as well. Okay, normally it is about point of view. It is about point of view. Can we continue? Okay.
Delhi. It's west of Delhi. 20 with our daughters Alicia, she's 13, and Shristi, she's 15.
His daughters are 2 years apart. His daughters are apart. APART, apart. आसानी से अगर सीखना चाहते तो स्ट्रेस ज्यादा ना करें, और दूसरी बात है टीचर से मत उम्मीद करें कि वो हिंदी बताए। उम्मीद करिए कि आप सिचुएशन को समझे और बताइए, ये सिचुएशन बताए, ओ दे आर 2 years अपार्ट, रुको, फिर तो हम और मेरे भैया वी आर 3 years अपार्ट। ओके, बस इतना ही करना होता है बोलने वाले के लिए। और जो एग्जाम वगैरह के लिए सीखना है उसको अलग रहने दो एटीट्यूड। टुडे आई मेड अ वीडियो इन हिंदी, यू गाइस सॉ दैट, राइट? आई शेयर्ड इट विद यू. And nobody tried to make a sentence. You never had an epiphany. You never had a sense of deja vu. Huh? Come on, right there now. Sir, once I was in Patna, I went into a street and I had a deja vu, sir. Felt like I knew the street. हो गया, सेंटेंस बन गया। लेकिन मुझे पता है इतना लिखने के लिए कितनी इंग्लिश की समझ होनी चाहिए। सबके दिमाग में चलता है, लेकिन इसको इंग्लिश में एक्सप्रेस करना इज नॉट दैट इजी। तो गलतफहमियां तो बनने ही दो लोगों के पास कि हाँ हम इंग्लिश सीख रहे हैं। उस वीडियो से जितने लोग सोचेंगे हम सीख गए हैं, उनकी गलतफहमी होगी दोस्तों। मैं अपनी वीडियो के बारे में ये बोल रहा हूँ। When the teacher explains things in Hindi to you and you feel अरे अब तो आ गया तुम्हें लैंग्वेज इंप्रूव नहीं होती टीचर की हिंदी सुन करके। एक सेंस ऑफ फॉल्स सेंस ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस आता है कि ये वर्ड हम समझ गए। मान लो कोई स्टूडेंट है ऐसे ऐसे 50 वीडियोस देखे तो उसको लगे बहुत सारा चीज सीख गए, ओके, बट रियलिटी है कि ठीक है आपने सीखा, लैंग्वेज इंप्रूव नहीं होगी। लैंग्वेज इंप्रूव होती है व्हेन आई टॉक टू यू इन इंग्लिश, सिंपल एंड इजी सेंटेंसेस लाइक दिस ऑडियो। I live in a small flat with my daughter Elisa, she is 13, and Shristi, she is 15.
The flat isn't in the center of Delhi.
The flat isn't in the center of Delhi. तो इसमें कुछ सिखाने के लिए नहीं है, लेकिन इसी से बोलना आता है। ये सबसे बड़ी अजीब बात है जो लोगों को एहसास नहीं होता। The flat isn't in the center of Delhi. The flat isn't in the center of Delhi. जैसे your house isn't in the center of Bihar Sharif. Zara, is your house in the center of Bihar Sharif? No. Her house is not in the center of Bihar Sharif. His flat is not in the center of Delhi.
It's west of Delhi.
It's west of Delhi. Okay.
20 kilometers from my work
20 kilometers from his work, 20 kilometers from his work,
and the children's school.
and the children's school. The flat is 20 kilometers from children's school, and it is 20 kilometers from his work. It means the man travels 20 kilometers to go to work, and the children, the daughters, travel 20 kilometers to go to school. Every day they all travel 40 kilometers, and the mother stays at home. Lucky her. I met a lady yesterday online, and I talked to her about this. Isn't it lucky for some women that they stay at home? And she said, depends on your expectations in life. If you have expectations of doing something on your own, then you don't like it. No matter how rich your husband is, you don't like staying at home. If you have an ambition to do something, and if you don't have an ambition to do something or anything, that's great. Then you stay at home, your husband brings money. What could be better than that? There are lots of women who are in jobs and they're not happy. They want to stay at home. They want a rich husband. I know one girl. She's not here in the class. She's not here in the class. She's in another class. Okay. She says to me, "Sir, I'm looking for a rich husband." I said, "Yeah, good luck." She openly says, "I'm looking for a rich husband who will take care of me, my children. I will stay at home, cook good food." I said, "That's great." मेरे से बोलो, उधर नहीं। ये मना है। इतने दिन बाद आई हैं, उसके बाद हमेशा अश्वी से बोल रहे हैं कुछ। महापरा, व्हाट डिड यू आस्क हर? क्या नाम है? क्या पूछा आपने? सेकंड? A second husband? No. She's not married. She is a single girl. Okay. She's single. She's waiting to be married. She's waiting to, get a good, rich husband, handsome, romantic. मेरे ख्याल से फैक्ट्री में बनाएंगे ऐसे हस्बैंड हम लोग। रिच हो, टॉल हो, हैंडसम हो, रोमांटिक डाल दे, चिप्स प्रोग्रामिंग करके देखते के साथ गाना गाने लगे, शाहरुख खान की तरह घर आते के साथ. Yeah, exactly. He can only design a human like that, a husband like that. Husband factory. Okay. कोटा फैक्ट्री बनी है ना? एक हस्बैंड फैक्ट्री बनाओ यार। Yeah.
It's old and simple.
The flat is old and simple. इंडिया को बेइज्जत करने के लिए बुलवा रहा है ऐसा लाइन। हमारा घर छोटा रहता है, हाँ? It's old and simple.
We have one bedroom,
We have one bedroom,
living room,
a living room,
and a tiny kitchen.
and a tiny kitchen. Opposite of tiny? Enormous. Do you remember the word? You read the word enormous? Enormous windows. And now you are reading tiny kitchen. So opposite of enormous is tiny. Yeah. भूल जाते हैं नए वर्ड्स अगर पहली बार आए ना और इसके बाद दोबारा ना ध्यान दे उस पे तो it's easy to forget them.
The television's in one corner of the living room.
The television is in one corner of the living room. आप जब सुनो तो पिक्चराइज करो ऐसी चीजों को, खाली हिंदी मत करो. The television is in one corner of the living room.
And the fridge is in the other corner.
And the fridge is in the other corner.
Our kitchen is too small for a fridge.
Our kitchen is too small for our fridge. Our kitchen is too small for our fridge. Okay?
We sit on the floor to...
We sit on the floor. Okay, one day Mudassir said to me, "Sir, I have a niece, 5 years old, right? But I said, she's too young for my class. She's too young for my class. Yeah, she's only 5 years old. She's too young for this class. If a person is 65, not too old for my class. I can teach him or her, okay? But if a child is only 4 or 5, she's just too young for my class, okay? And her kitchen is too small. His kitchen is too small for the fridge. His kitchen is too small for the fridge. Repeat karna. his kitchen, a man is speaking, okay? His kitchen is too small for a fridge or for the fridge, okay? जो फ्रिज है उसके पास वो किचन में नहीं रखा सकता. क्यों? जरूरत से बहुत मत करना. TOO की मीनिंग्स दिमाग में रखना, जरूरत से ज्यादा. भले ही मुंह से जो बोलो, दिमाग में क्या रखना? The kitchen is too small for the fridge. ठीक है, इतना छोटा है कि फ्रिज नहीं रखा सकता. The kitchen is too small for the fridge. Okay? Some of you are too intelligent to, ऐसे किसी को बोलते हैं कभी कभी कि तुम्हारा दिमाग इतना ज्यादा बड़ा है कि तुमको कोई परेशानी नहीं होगी इस क्वेश्चन में, राइट? यानी तुम इतने तेज हो कि तुम्हें कोई परेशानी नहीं होगी. थोड़ा वहां चले जाएंगे, दूर हो जाएगा, थोड़ा रुक जाओ, आसान करते हैं. द किचन इज टू स्मॉल फॉर द फ्रिज, राइट? इनाया वांट्स टू गेट मैरिड. मम्मी क्या बोलेगी? You are too young for marriage. You are too young for marriage. Don't talk about marriage now, okay? You are too young for marriage. Okay. और अगर जारा के दादाजी बोले हमको फिर शादी करनी है तो क्या बोलेंगे हम लोग? जारा तुम्हारे दादाजी हैं? अच्छा चलो, नहीं है तो फिर और ज्यादा आसानी से बोल देते हैं एग्जाम्पल. ठीक है नहीं? मान लो होते और बोलते हमको शादी करनी, तो लोग क्या बोलते? भाई यू आर टू ओल्ड फॉर मैरिज. ओके, पोते पोतियों के साथ खेलिए, क्या बदमाशी वाली बातें कर रहे हैं आप? यू आर टू ओल्ड फॉर. हाँ, ओके. डू यू नो एनीबॉडी हु वांट्स टू गेट मैरिड एंड ही इज ओल्ड? डू यू नो एनीबॉडी इन योर फैमिली? You know, some old men, they have really their mindset, I want a new wife. They go to this relative, they go to that relative to convince that it is a good idea. They should get married again. Well, personally, I think it's all right. In my personal opinion, in India, we want a lot of people to make unnecessary sacrifices. Just because a man is 60 years old, it doesn't mean he has to be alone. Suppose his wife is no more and he wants another wife, he wants a wife. What's wrong with it? Because, a partner can look after you, take care of you in a different way. Children, brothers, sisters, they are all busy in their own lives. For a partner, you are an important person. In India, I think we force people to make sacrifices like this. A woman loses her husband and she is 30 years old and she has 2 children, then everybody says, अब क्या करोगे, शादी रहने दो, बच्चा है दो, क्या बकवास. I think it is really not nice. Everybody should make their own decision. What is good for them? Whether they want to be married again, they don't want to be married again, it should be their choice. And society should not make any comment about it, whether old man or, yeah. I shouldn't talk about it because I'm recording it. Let me. Okay. So what were we talking about, guys? Um, let's see.
Watch TV, and kitchen is too small for a fridge.
Our kitchen is. Okay. A 2-year-old baby can pee in bed. It's normal. It happens. Okay. They learn not to pee in bed. But suppose there is a child who is 6 or 7 or 8 and they pee in bed. Okay, then what we will say? You are too old to pee in bed. You're too old to pee in bed. इतना उम्र हो गया तुम्हारा, अभी भी करते हो ये. इंग्लिश में कैसे बोलेंगे? You are too old to pee in bed. Okay? And the same is true with some children. They want to sleep with their mummy, just like they slept with their kid when they were kids. Then mummy says, beta, now you are too grown up. You are too old to sleep with me, right? Mummy says, no, beta, now you should sleep alone. Okay? Like that. So ये sentence आसानी से समझ में आ रहा है, TOO वाले. The kitchen is too small for the fridge. Okay. I'm too proud to say sorry. I am too proud to say sorry. What does it mean? वही हुआ, दिमाग लगाओगे, इमेजिनेशन लगाओगे, समझ में आ जाएगा. I'm too proud to say. Some people don't want to say sorry when they know it is their fault. Still, they will be quiet, but they will not say sorry. They are too proud to say sorry. They feel bad when they say sorry. Their pride gets hurt. They are too proud to say sorry. I'm not one of them. I don't have unnecessary pride. Okay. When I realize it's my fault, I easily say sorry. Not a big deal. Yeah. But I know some people, they are too proud to say sorry. Okay. Yes.
We sit on the floor to watch
We sit on the floor to watch TV. We sit on the floor to watch. They sit on the floor to watch
TV and eat our evening meal.
and eat their evening meal. They sit on the floor to eat their evening meal. They sit on the floor to watch TV and they sit on the floor to eat their evening meal. Okay, they have their evening meal sitting on the floor. Do you also have your meal sitting on the floor? Every day or occasionally? Occasionally. I mean, I think not many people nowadays sit on the floor to eat. They sit on the bed and eat, most of us now, you know. There was a time, I remember when we were small, Mummy never allowed us to sit on the bed to eat. It was just not acceptable, okay? But nowadays, it's common. I remember when I was a child, we always sat on the floor, okay, and had our meals, okay? But now I don't remember when the last time I sat on the floor to eat. Only when it is a group, then we do it. Otherwise, usually we just sit on the bed and eat, sit on a chair and eat like that, okay?
The girls sleep here too.
The girls sleep here too, in the living room, on the floor. They sit and watch TV, and the girls sleep in the living room too. The girls sleep here too. The girls. कौन सी लड़कियां? Daughters. पता चला ना हमें, इसीलिए द गर्ल्स बोला उसने, खाली गर्ल्स नहीं बोला. खाली गर्ल्स बोलने से दुनिया की सारी लड़कियां, जैसे मैं बोलता हूं, गर्ल्स आर क्रेजी. गर्ल्स आर, ये किसके बारे में है? लड़कियां इन जनरल, ओके. गर्ल्स आर, देखो जो बोल रहे भाई तुम लोग अपने रिस्क पे बोलो, मेरा मत रिपीट करो, ठीक है? वो लोग मुझे माफ कर देंगे, तुम लोग को नहीं, याद रखो. उनको पता है कि हम ऐसे ही बोल रहे हैं, ओके. बट हाउ अबाउट यू? तुम्हारा है रेपुटेशन अच्छा वाला, तो फिर मत लो रिस्क. बाहर में लड़का आ जाएगा, फोन करके बुलवा लेंगे, क्रेजी बोला था, मार. फिर हाँ, गर्ल्स आर क्रेजी बोल रहा है, ओके. यस आतिफ, अरे बोलो यार, मस्ती करे तो फिर बोलने में क्या जाता है? हाँ, छोटा छोटा पीस हो जाएगा. किसका? जो आएगा पीटने उसको, उसका. धमकी दे रहा है आसिफ, धमकी दे रहा है. किसको? ऑलराइट, जस्ट किडिंग. ओके, अमान समझ में आ रहा है? अभी समझना नहीं बेटा, इतना आसानी से समझ में आ जाए ना इंग्लिश, तो दुनिया में हर कोई इंग्लिश बोल रहा होगा. पहले बैठ के बाल कटवाने से पहले उसको शैम्पू करवाना पड़ता है. जब लट्टा ज्यादा हो जाता है ना बाल में, तो काटते नहीं है कैंची से डायरेक्ट जाते के साथ. अच्छा जो नाई होता है ना, वो काटना नहीं शुरू करता है, कहता है आपका बाल पहले शैम्पू होगा. तो ऐसे ही हम अभी आपका शैम्पू कर रहे हैं इंग्लिश को, फिर कटिंग होगा. मतलब सीखना शुरू होगा, अभी नहीं, पहले पहले सुनिए, तो पहले कुछ दिन सुनने से आवाज के साथ दोस्ती होगी, इंग्लिश वाली आवाजों के साथ. उसके बाद उसके सेंस समझ में आएंगे. तो अभी खाली पेशेंटली सुनते रहना है ना, थोड़ा 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 थोड़ा. अगर हम जरा को शुरुआत से ही स्ट्रेस करने लगते हैं, जरा समझ में आया, ये समझ में आया, वो समझ में आया, तो आज जितना वो ग्रो की है थोड़ा सा इतना, वो नहीं कर पाती. मैं पक्का बताता हूँ, किसी को स्ट्रेस कर दोगे ना, दिमाग टेंशन में आ जाएगा, काम नहीं करेगा. रिलैक्स होके सुनो, लेकिन सुनते रहना, ओके? फाइन, लेट्स कंटिन्यू.
My wife and I sleep in the bedroom.
Shameless people. The wife and he sleep in the, and the daughter sleep in the living room. This is not fair, yaar. They don't love their daughters. Or is there another reason? What? Okay, you guys tell me. You guys tell me. You guys tell me. Listen.
Exercise 7, parts 1 and 2.
Gabrielle, from the south of France.
I live with my son and my grandson.
Easy? I will not pause. But if there is a problem anywhere, feel free to ask me to pause and explain again. ये नहीं कि हो गया तो मैं समझाऊंगा नहीं दोबारा, ऐसा नहीं है. अगर कोई हिस्सा ना समझ में आए तुरंत बोलो, सर प्लीज एक्सप्लेन दैट पार्ट अगेन.
We live in a small village called Tarascon near Avignon in the south of France. The house is very old and very big. We only live in part of it. There are 6 bedrooms, but we only use 3 of them. Most of the time we live in the kitchen. It's a big kitchen. We eat and watch TV in there.
तो इंग्लिश बोलने के लिए लंबे लंबे सेंटेंस चाहिए, छोटे छोटे, राइट? सब्जेक्ट वर्ब, यही किया ना इन लोगों ने.
We don't use the living room very much. That's big too. My son, Christophe, is a builder. He's divorced. My grandson, Laurent, is only 9. He goes to school in the village.
Kelly, from Perth, Australia.
I'm very excited because I have my own house for the first time. It's a bungalow and it's very new and modern. I have 3 bedrooms, a big living room and kitchen, and a small garden. I love it. I love cooking in my kitchen for my friends. It's in a part of Perth called Greenwood, not too far from the city centre. I work in a bank right in the centre, and I go to work by train. I live alone. Well, that's not quite true. I live with my cat, Ozzy. He's my best friend.
Nagendra and Anita, from Delhi, India.
Please listen carefully because I think the parents are selfish that they sleep in the bedroom and their daughter sleep in the living room. Tell me if there is another reason or you agree with me after listening, okay? Listen carefully.
We live in a small flat with our daughters Alicia, she's 13, and Shristi, she's 15. The flat isn't in the center of Delhi. It's west of Delhi, 20 kilometers from my work and the children's school. It's old and simple. We have 1 bedroom, 1 living room, and a tiny kitchen. The television's in one corner of the living room, and the fridge is in the other corner. Our kitchen is too small for a fridge. We sit on the floor to watch TV and eat our evening meal. The girls sleep here too. My wife and I sleep in the bedroom.
Do you think what could be the reason the girls sleep in the living room? आया मेरा मेरे हमेशा मैंने कभी कहा था ये आखिरी बार कि यार हम इज वेरी इंटेलिजेंट. मैंने कहा था ना, बात करिए ना आप लोग से कि मामा जी का हालत खराब है. ओके, because Bhanja is going forward very quickly. Yes, you're right. Because children होते हैं टीवी की तरफ लटकते हैं वो. So the girls sleep in the living room because there is a TV in the living room. Not because parents don't love them. Parents must have said, beta, sleep in the bedroom. No, 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 we are fine here. Because at night they watch TV. When mummy, papa are sleeping, they turn on the TV and watch a movie. Okay, that's what they do. I know you guys won't understand this because now you have a mobile phone and perhaps you don't watch TV. But I remember when I was small, TV was such a big attraction. We always wanted to sleep in the room where the TV was. And if we had to sleep in a room without a TV, we felt very unhappy about it because we had this habit of watching TV at night while sleeping. You know, before going to bed, we would turn on the TV and watch, and we would turn down the volume so that nobody knows that the TV is on. Just a little bit so that we could hear. We had to focus hard, you know, to know what they were saying. Yeah. Okay. Now, what do we do next? This is over. Let's go to the main book, everybody. So when you like something, how many different adjectives do you know that you can use to describe them? If you like something, if you have a positive opinion of something, you can call them good and excellent, fantastic, wonderful. And remember, these are all strong adjectives. Ashvi, Mapara, no talking to each other. I will put somebody in the middle of you two. What? What? Afia? The brace. I thought they had a choice. Tabriz is fine between us. Okay. Tabriz, how do you feel? You are in demand, man. Okay. All right. What did you say? Bench or Tabriz? अब सोचो जल्दी बोलने का नुकसान क्या होता है मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग सो आराम से बोला करो सर put them on the bench on one on this side one on this side come both of you here yep how do you think about it do you think it is a great idea guys yeah Mapara choose either left or right where do you want to sit Ashvi you decide where you want to sit oh really I'm not fine with that huh? Why not I call Afia then? Huh? Okay, let's move on to adverb plus adjective combinations. Number 5. Look how we use adverbs to make an adjective stronger or not so strong. So guys, what is an adverb? I'll tell you. In Unit 3, you learned some adverbs. Adverbs is a very big category actually. In English, nouns a very easy category, verb a very easy category, adjective a very easy category. Adverb is a very, very complex category and many people, learners, find it difficult to understand adverbs. I'll try. In Unit 3, you learned some adverbs. For example, always, never, sometimes. Okay, these are frequency adverbs. Do you remember? And I also taught you adverb of place. Okay, ask the question where, and you get the answer on the roof, here, there. All these are adverbs of place. When you ask the question when, then you get an answer, and that is adverb of when. Adverb of I saw a movie last night. So last night is an adverb of time. I want to give you just bits of information, okay? Not a lot of information all at once so that you guys can easily digest. Tell me, are you all comfortable with adverbs of place? Adverbs of place is a word or a phrase which answers the question where. अगर आपने एक सवाल पूछा है कहाँ जो जवाब मिल जाए वो जवाब हर हाल में क्या कहलाएगा बस इतनी सी बात है दिन है या रात है ओके गॉट इट फाइन सो और जब पूछते हैं व्हेन कब तो जो जवाब मिले वो अब ये कोई जरूरी नहीं एक वर्ड हो मैं आपको पहली बार 3 साल पहले मिला था कब मिला था तो 3 नहीं है एडवर्ब साल नहीं एडवर्ब पहले नहीं एडवर्ब सारा का सारा है क्या ऐसे समझना होगा आपको कब ओके फाइन तो कहा कुछ भी बोलो जो भी जवाब आएगा कहाँ का वो क्या होगा बेटा इजी ना ओके तो एडवर्ब ना अगर मैं कोई डेफिनेशन से बताने जाऊं तो इट विल नेवर बी इनफ तो मैं ऐसे बिट्स एंड पीसेस बताता जाता हूं ताकि जगह बनते जाए एंड टाइम विल कम व्हेन आई विल एक्सप्लेन द वर्ड एडवर्ब्स formally to you. Okay, right now I'm just trying to give you some bits and pieces information about adverb. So today we are going to learn something more about adverbs. Let's see. We say tall and then we say very tall. We say really tall, quite tall. Remember, quite big, So these words which come before adjectives, they are also adverbs. Interesting, isn't it? So very tall. In this phrase, what is the adverb? Very is an adverb. Really tall. What is the adverb? Okay. Take a look at the photo here, the picture here, I mean. Not very big, big, very big, really big. Okay. तो आपको पता चल रहा है एडवर्ब्स की अपनी स्ट्रेंथ होती है ना. अच्छा, सारे में यहां पर सबसे स्ट्रांग कौन सा दिख रहा है? स्ट्रांग एडवर्ब बताओ. रियली इज एन स्ट्रांग एडवर्ब. ओके, एक लड़की है, खूबसूरत है, शी इज ब्यूटीफुल, लेकिन मेरा मन नहीं भर रहा है ब्यूटीफुल बोल के. ओह, शी इज रियली ब्यूटीफुल. अब क्या हुआ? स्ट्रांग बना दिया इस एडजेक्टिव को, राइट? तो एक तरफ तो स्ट्रांग एडजेक्टिव्स हैं ही, राइट? एक्सलेंट, अमेजिंग. कॉमन एडजेक्टिव्स को भी ऐसे कर सकते हैं. याद रखना, वेरी जो है स्ट्रांग एडजेक्टिव के साथ यूज नहीं होता. वेरी फैबुलस, वेरी ग्रेट, वेरी लवली, वेरी एक्सलेंट ना. बट यू कैन यूज रियली, रियली एक्सलेंट, रियली अमेजिंग. ओके, इज दैट क्लियर? थोड़ी ध्यान रखने वाली बातें हैं ये. Very is not used with strong adjectives. For example, horrible. You will not say very horrible. No. You can say really horrible. Okay? Fine. और strong बना दिया. Horrible तो है ही, और strong बना दे. कैसे? Really horrible. ठीक है? Okay. तो try and use these words, okay, before adjectives. Instead of saying she is beautiful, she is very beautiful. अगर आपको ऐसा लगता हो तो, okay, और नहीं लगता हो तो, she is beautiful, okay, she is quite beautiful, okay. I hope tone बहुत मायने रखता है ना यहाँ पे. All right, she is not very beautiful. She is not very beautiful word भी बोल रहे हैं, लेकिन not very लगाने से क्या हो गया? Okay, she is not very beautiful. Okay. So 4.12, did you listen to it at home? Very good. So I'll play it one more time here for you. 4.12.
Tape script 4.12. 1.
Look at Angela's car.
Look at Angela's car. Very surprised tone. Look at Angela's car. अरे एंजेला का कार देखो ना यार, क्या बात है, ऐसे वाला टोन है ना. Look at Angela's car.
It's a Mercedes.
The Mercedes. वाह, Mercedes है यार. It यहाँ पर यूज करा फिर से. Angela's car is a Mercedes. तो इंग्लिश में ना आप बिना सब्जेक्ट के सेंटेंस नहीं बोल सकते. जब नहीं था कुछ तो देर लेके आए थे, याद करो, राइट? ये बोलने के लिए कि एक प्रॉब्लम है, क्या बोलना पड़ता है? देयर इज अ प्रॉब्लम. देयर का कोई मतलब नहीं, फिर भी लाना पड़ता है, बिकॉज हर एक लैंग्वेज का अपना एक पैटर्न होता है. इन इंग्लिश द मोस्ट कॉमन पैटर्न इज से द सब्जेक्ट एंड देन से द वर्ब. तो हे, लुक एट एंजेलास कार. एंजेला का कार देखो ना यार, मर्सिडीज है. मतलब उसका कार जो है, तो इट्स अ मर्सिडीज. हालांकि हिंदी में हम लोग मर्सिडीज बोलते हैं, इंग्लिश में मर्सिडीज बोलते हैं. ओके, स्ट्रेस करना होता है अलग जगह पे. मर्सिडीज.
Wow, they're really expensive.
वाओ, दे आर रियली एक्सपेंसिव. दो लोग की बात हो रही है, आपको समझना हो कौन क्या बोल रहा है, ए कौन है, बी कौन है. और ये तब समझ पाओगे जब उस कॉन्वर्सेशन को फील करोगे कि इसके बाद शायद दूसरे के बारी आता है. ठीक है, क्योंकि आवाज दो मेल आवाजें हैं, तो देयर कैन बी कंफ्यूजन. ओके, लेट्स लिसन अगेन.
Is it 12? 1.
Look at Angela's car.
A, look at Angela's car.
It's a Mercedes.
It's a Mercedes. Okay.
Wow, they're really expensive.
B replies, wow, they are really expensive. Not expensive, really expensive. Would you agree? Mercedes cars are? They क्यों बोला बेटा? Mercedes cars, plural. एक ही बात ध्यान में रखना बेटा. It is singular, they is plural. When you are talking about things, I, you, we, they में आपको परेशानी होती. लोगों के बारे में बात करने में नहीं होती परेशानी. When you talk about things, if the things are singular, use it. If the things you are talking about are plural, use they. Okay?
Is it fast?
Is it fast? Is this car fast?
Very fast.
Very fast.
2.
Does Tom have a lot of money?
Does Tom have a lot of money? Girls talking about man and his wealth. अब सुन रहे हैं कुत्ते बिल्लियां क्यों ज्यादा पॉपुलर हो रहे हैं? Because there are not many rich people ना, इस वजह से. अगर आप rich हो गए, then you will be, they will talk about you. The same way, does Deepak have a lot of money? Huh? They will say, does Mashuk have a lot of money? Okay, but if you're not rich,
Well, he has a really beautiful house.
two girls are talking about Tom, right? What is the topic of the conversation? Tom and his house or money? Wealth. They're talking about Tom's wealth. No? Does Tom have a lot of money? Well, he has a really beautiful house.
Very fast.
Listen.
2.
Does Tom have a lot of money? Well, he has a really beautiful house.
He has a really beautiful house. You can imagine that. When somebody has a really beautiful house, are they poor?
With a very big garden
With a very big garden. With a very big garden.
and a swimming pool.
And a swimming pool. You got your answer. Does he have a lot of money? Obviously, he has a really beautiful house with a very big garden and a swimming pool.
He's very rich, isn't he?
He's very rich, isn't he? He's very rich, isn't he? Like, बहुत अमीर है ना? He's very rich, isn't he? Okay. Do you like these girls? ये दोनों लड़कियां आपको अच्छी लगी? हाँ? आवाज? आवाज? Annie, the question was for boys. The question was for boys, Afia. And I asked this question because the girls are talking about money. Would you like to marry a girl who talks about money? About other guys and their wealth? I think my personal opinion is modern girls with self-esteem. I mean, it's good to look. I'm not saying that you want to marry a guy who does nothing, who is a lousy guy who just spends his day playing games or smoking or drinking. Of course not. But you do not really care about how much wealth he has. You care about what kind of character he is. Whether you want to have children with that guy. That should be the main concern. Whether you want your child to have the qualities of this man. Because when you marry somebody, you have children with them, then the children will have the qualities of that man too. So the question should not be how much money he has. The question should be what kind of person he is, what kind of character he is. Because if he is a good character, then those qualities will come in your child as well. So I don't know why too much emphasis is on the wealth of the guy. This is not good. This is definitely not good. It puts a lot of pressure on boys to be rich. They do not really work on their personality. They do not try to improve their personality, I mean. They just try to be rich because they know if I'm rich, I will get a good girl. No, I think the main factor in a marriage, in a relationship, should not be money. It should be mutual respect. And it should be mutual attraction. It should be mutual admiration. where you admire each other. You think, yeah, he's a nice guy, he's a good person. I like him, I respect him. When you feel that way, and he feels the same way about you, I think that kind of relationship is going to be more successful than those where you say, oh, he's very rich, I want him as my husband. Oh, she's very beautiful, I want her as my wife. These relationships will not last long because they are not based on a very strong foundation. You want to base your relationship on a strong foundation where your values are similar, you have mutual respect for each other, mutual admiration, then maybe it will be more successful. पप्पा जाते हैं, लड़का कितना कमाता है सीधा ये जानना है. अरे वो स्मोकिंग करता है, ड्रिंकिंग करता है, और क्या करता है. I'm not saying smoking and drinking are always bad, but if somebody smokes too many cigarettes, it means he's not careful about his health. He will carry diseases. And you know what? If you smoke, your children will be affected because of your smoking. New research says that the mother and the father who smoke, they can affect their children because of their smoking. So I'm not judging anybody. I'm just saying that you want a healthy child, right? So you have to think about the person you are marrying, not about his wealth. Okay, ये सब बेकार टॉपिक्स हैं, हटाओ इनको. वापस आओ पढ़ाई लिखाई पे.
3.
Do you like my new jeans?
Hey, do you like my new jeans? Who is this girl? Wife or sister or a friend?
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah, they're really nice. And the way she asked, do you like my new jeans? Yeah, they're really nice.
What make are they?
What make are they? What? Company, what make? Company, brand, what make are they? Listen,
They're Prada.
they're Prada. Everybody knows Prada? Prada is an international brand. Gucci, that type, Prada, okay? देखो सुनते के साथ.
How much were they?
How much were they? The moment she mentioned Prada, he knew that she has burnt my credit card, okay? He says, how much were they?
They weren't expensive.
Don't. They weren't expensive.
Well, not very expensive.
Well, not very expensive. You can all understand. Have you seen this conversation between your papa and mummy? Your mummy buys an expensive sari, and when papa asks, how much? Not very expensive. Just 3,500. Yeah. And then your papa says, and he knows he can say nothing. If he said one word, there will be crying, shouting, you never do anything for me, you never care about my happiness, and stuff like that. Yeah? Bhukt bhogi. A victim myself, so I know. First-hand experience, yaar. I have the... Okay. All right. It will be very, very wrong of me to say this because my wife is a very, I will say, I've never given her any big gifts, no expensive gifts. I'm not a very rich man, So, yeah, true it is. Yeah. I've never bought her jewelry, expensive jewelry. The first gift I bought her was 150 rupee jewelry. And she was very happy to wear what I bought her. That's called love. Okay. You don't care about the price of the thing. And when she earned her money, first salary, she bought me a nice wristwatch. And I still have that watch. Why is that? That people who love me, they buy me a watch. You guys also bought me a watch, didn't you? Okay. I have kept that watch as well with me. She gave me about 12, 13 years ago. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. How much were they? याद है? कैसे पूछा उसने? क्या पूछा उसने? मतलब क्या हुआ? कितना पैसा खर्च करके आई? कितना में खरीदी? How much are they? Present. How much were they? क्योंकि खरीद ली. How much were they? Okay.
4.
They क्यों बेटा? They क्यों? Why not it? How much was it? Jeans is a plural noun. तो plural के लिए they pronoun है, okay?
Look, that's Peter's new girlfriend.
Look, that's Peter's new girlfriend.
She's pretty.
She's pretty. सुंदर तो है.
How old is she?
How old is she? उम्र कितना हो रहा होगा? How old is she?
28.
28.
Wow, that's old.
Wow, that's old. 28.
28?
28? No,
That isn't very old.
that isn't very old. 28 isn't very old. I'm 31. इसीलिए बेचारा ऐसा बोल रहा है, right? Okay, defend कर अपने आप को. Okay.
5.
Maria's very clever.
Maria is very clever, isn't she? Maria is very clever, isn't she? These two, आपको character समझने होंगे, कौन लोग हैं, आपस में क्या रिश्ता हो सकता है. Based on their conversation, try to understand this, okay?
Isn't she?
On the basis of their conversation, try to understand what their relationship is. Maria is very clever, isn't she?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
She's really intelligent.
She is really intelligent. Maybe these two are. Batao.
She knows everything.
She knows everything.
Do you like her?
Do you like her?
No, not really. She isn't very nice to talk to.
She isn't very nice to talk to. She isn't very nice to talk to. Now, who are these two? And who's Maria? हाँ तो अंदाजा लगाओ. ऑडियो फाइल था ना घर पे सुनने के लिए, तो करते क्या थे आप लोग? क्या करते थे? बालमा नहीं, स्टूडेंट्स. हाँ, ऑडियो फाइल सुन के हम तो बेड में सोया करते थे. बोलो यार.
No, I don't like her either.
प्लीज, मैं बार बार कहता हूँ, मुझे एक चीज खाली मत दिखाना कि मेरे पास इमेजिनेशन नहीं है. मैं कॉन्फिडेंस खो दूंगा आप में से. आपकी समझ और आपकी इंग्लिश की जानकारी नहीं चाहिए, आपका इमेजिनेशन चाहिए. बाकी वो मैं दे दूंगा आपको, इंग्लिश नॉलेज, वोकैबुलरी, ग्रामर. आप अंदाजा लगाओ क्या होगा इन दोनों का रिश्ता.
5.
Maria's very clever, isn't she?
Oh, yes. She's really intelligent. She knows everything.
Do you like her?
No, not really. She isn't very nice to talk to.
No, I don't like her either.
Maybe they are classmates and Maria studies with them. Or maybe these two are teachers. Maybe these two are, and Maria is a student. Sometimes, Okay, maybe. I'm not saying that certainly the teachers or certainly the classmates. Maybe either, Sometimes teachers also, look, it's good to be intelligent, but it's not good to be rude. No matter how intelligent somebody is, they should never be rude. And sometimes what you see, especially with young kids, if they are clever, then they do not treat other children nicely. Especially when the teacher says, hey, you are very intelligent. And after that, it gets to their head and they start showing disrespect to other classmates. I'm clever, you are not. Sir said nice things about me. Never do that. If a teacher gives you compliments, always be polite, always be humble. The best quality a human being can have is humility. Humility means softness. You do not show, I am the best. Okay? Do that only as a joke. Like I started the class saying, hey guys, are you ready to start the class with the handsome teacher Vinay sir? Yeah? Do you think I actually believe that? I actually think I'm ugly. But I try to not think about it, because अपने बारे में ugly सोचना अच्छा नहीं लगता. तो आदमी कोशिश करता है उसको कवर अप करने की. हालांकि धीरे धीरे लोगों ने मुझे एहसास करा दिया I'm not ugly, for long part of my life, most part of my life, I'm 45, okay? For 35 years of my life, I thought I was ugly. मेरे को यकीन ही नहीं होता था कोई बोले you're handsome. मानता ही नहीं था मैं. हाँ तो वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ, मुझे यकीन नहीं होता था कोई बोले तो. Once my girlfriend said this, okay, that you're handsome, okay? I said, you need to see my brother, okay? And then I will accept your compliment. I invited her home. She saw my brother and she said, विनय यू आर हैंडसम, आई थिंक यू आर मोर हैंडसम। मैंने कहा झूठी, कल से खत्म, मेरा रिश्ता खत्म, झूठ बोल रही है तू। आई थॉट ना कि वो लोग को लगता था कि हम सच नहीं एक्सेप्ट कर पाएंगे, हम कमजोर हैं। अगर मेरे को कोई बोल देगा यू आर अगली तो मुझे बुरा लग जाएगा, इसलिए लोग नहीं बोलते हैं मुझे। दैट इज हाउ आई थॉट कि मैं अगली हूं, लेकिन लोग मुझे बोलते नहीं है क्योंकि मुझे मुझे बुरा लगेगा, तो दे जस्ट कीप सेइंग गुड थिंग्स अबाउट मी। ओके, ये मेरे को फील होता था। इसको कहते हैं इन्फीरियरिटी कॉम्प्लेक्स। एक घुस जाए आपके अंदर, फिर आपको कोई ऊपर वाला आके बोलेगा ना कि तुम सुंदर हो, नहीं मान पाओगे तुम। ठीक है। पॉइंट ये है कि आप बहुत ज्यादा अपने बारे में नेगेटिव राय रखते हैं उसके बाद, एंड इट्स नॉट इजी टू गेट रिड ऑफ इट। इसका खत्म होना बहुत आसान नहीं होता। बट या, slowly and slowly I got over it. But it has been only a few years that I realized that I'm not ugly. I am not handsome, but I'm not ugly. I'm just okay. Okay. पहले ये मैं नहीं मान पाता था कि I'm okay. Fine. So, are you ready to practice all the conversations? जहां जहां मुश्किल होगी ना, समझ नहीं आएगा, feel free to ask. अपने साथ अपनी प्रॉब्लम मत बनाए रखो. Let's start the practice, guys. The conversations are in the group. बेटा अरहम, ऐसे नहीं लिखना है कॉन्वर्सेशन। जब दो लोग होंगे ना तो ए बी करके लिखना है। ऑलराइट, आई डोंट सी एनी ऑडियो स्क्रिप्ट हियर। 4.12, ये ओके। साहिल इज नॉट हियर, ही इज रिटन द ऑडियो स्क्रिप्ट ओनली। वेयर nobody has written the audio script. Why? क्या हुआ आप लोगों को? Guys, you have not written the audio script for 4.12. The audio file was in the group or not? Then why didn't you write? Okay, then you will write the audio script today, and we will practice it tomorrow. But don't do this. Next time, do your homework properly, okay? Okay, let's go to the next page. Everyday English. Everyday English. Everybody, you must write the audio script 4.12. A, B as the conversation, okay? Not like a paragraph. Paragraph की तरह नहीं लिखते बेटा. Sorry. Numbers. Look at the pictures, everyone. 1, 19. Everybody, 19. Teen. Okay, अब teen भी बोल लो, कोई नहीं, 19 बोल लो। और ह लगाना जरूरी नहीं। टर्म में ह लगाएंगे तो teen हो जाएगा ना, तो हम लोग ह लगा के बोलते हैं, उसको कहते हैं एस्पिरेशन। तो आप बोले 19 बोले, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, लेकिन 19, ओके। ये नेक्स्ट 21 रिदम मेंटेन करिए। 21 रिदम मत चेंज करिए। 21, ओके। नेक्स्ट 36 36 नेक्स्ट 45, आवाज ऊपर शुरुआत में ही हो जाती है। 45 नेक्स्ट 91 ओके। नेक्स्ट 94 नेक्स्ट 171 okay। next 215 next 1 million, 3 zeros, 1,000, 3 more zeros, a million. 1,000 is a million. 1,000 is a million. Now say these numbers, everybody. Exercise 2. First number is 8 नहीं 8। हाँ, थोड़ा 8 तब थोड़ा सा 8 होगा, ओके। 8 8 है ना, लेकिन 8 नहीं बोलना, 8 नहीं बोलना, 8 नहीं है, 8 थोड़ा लंबा करना होता है। 8, ओके। या नेक्स्ट 10, इसमें तुरंत 10, बस तुरंत 10। यप 10। नेक्स्ट 12, यानी 2 ए आवाजें होती है इंग्लिश में। एक ए लंबा ए होता है और एक छोटा सा ए होता है, राइट। तो आवाज के ए ये है 8 में, 8 है ना, और एक होता है 10, तुरंत खत्म। 10 नहीं करना है, 10, ओके। नेक्स्ट 12, 15, नेक्स्ट 20 आवाज ऊपर शुरुआत में 20, टी पे मत जोर डाल देना, 20 नहीं करना, 20। नेक्स्ट 32, 45. Next. 60. शुरुआत स्ट्रेस कहाँ होगा? शुरुआत में 60. टी पे नहीं जाना चाहिए स्ट्रेस. टी में टीन में जाता है स्ट्रेस. जब टीन बोलना होता है तो टीन बोलते हैं स्ट्रेस. और वाई वाला होता है उसमें शुरुआत में स्ट्रेस कर देते हैं. 60. 60. Next. 76. 76. Next. 99. Okay. Next. 187. Next. 250. Next. 300. Next. 1000. Next. 1 million. Some people will also say 1,000, a million. That's all right. Not a big deal. Okay. 1,000, 1,000, a million, 1 million. No problems. Okay. Let's play the audio.
Tape script 4.13.
8, 10, 12, 15,
20, 32, 45, 60,
76, 99, 187, 250,
300, 1,000, a million.
257.
Tape script
257. What is that? 257. Okay. 301. 301. Okay. 300 nahi, 300. 301. Okay. 1001. 1001. Okay. Okay. How do we say these numbers in English? Exercise 3. 1.5. 1.5. 1.5. 1.5. Next. 2.25. 2.25. Next. 6.8. Next. 17.5. Next. Okay, listen to me and listen to the rhythm. 020 7481 6490. 07861 56678. Some people also say 020 7481 6490. 07861 56678. So these are phone numbers, guys, by the way. These are in England, in the British English, when people speak British English, they use O instead of 0 in phone numbers in British English. Yes. Okay. Exercise 4. No, 4.14. I have to play this audio file first of all.
Tape script 4.14.
1.5,
2.25,
6.8,
17.5,
020 7481 6490.
07861 56678.
Okay, then. Well, 4.12 is your audio script that you have to write. And I should share these audio files as well in the group so that you can listen to them. 13 and 14. Um, okay, then I guess we can wrap up now and we'll continue tomorrow. And remember, your listening is really, really going to help you. Okay? If you feel uncomfortable when you open your mouth in English, and it is true, why am I using if? It happens with all of you. You open your mouth in English and you feel very uncomfortable. How will you get rid of this feeling of discomfort when you speak English? By listening. When you listen a lot, you'll feel more relaxed, more confident about what should come next. And then when you talk to someone, you'll feel more confident, and this will lead to feeling comfortable. So spend time at home listening regularly. Not only 4.12, listen to all those interesting audio files I've shared with you. Interviews of Lisa Parson, Babar Ali, students interview, all those things. Keep listening. That is all you have to do at home. I'll see ya. Bye-bye.